Dan, being the generous spirit he is, offers to pay for lunch. So he's got the check in one hand and he's trying to split it, and he's got his fortune cookie in the other. And he's like trying to split the bill, and he goes, "I think I ate my fortune."
Ate the actual fortune as he was trying to calculate the bill. But that's classic Dan, right? He takes care of people and he loves them, and he's a little bit aloof in the process. So I've got another anecdote. It's actually kind of irrelevant, but hilarious. Apparently all my memories of Dan are of us eating. So senior year, we decided to go to San Francisco, kind of low budget, where this is going. Low budget, spring break. We hung out at my friend's place in San Francisco, went for like romantic bike rides across the Golden Gate Bridge. It was really awesome. So we're hanging out in the living room. Dan's got a bit of a cold. We're watching a movie. We're kind of sitting there. No one else is home. And Dan reaches under the coffee table, and there's a bag of white cheddar puffy Cheetos. He's like, "Oh man, this is awesome. It's craving." So he starts eating a handful of them. He's like 4 or 5 deep. And leans over to me, he's like, "Hey man, don't eat these. These are stale." All right, cool, I won't, I guess. And then at that point, the guy that we were staying at, he comes home. He comes into the room, and he's like, "Hey, what are you guys up to?" And he looks at the bag of Cheetos. He's like, "Did you eat those?" I'm like, "Yeah, they were stale. Don't eat them, man. You should throw those out." He's like, "Those are styrofoam peanuts." So they've been waiting to prank someone for years. And this bag has just been sitting under this table, and Dan had eaten like a half dozen of them.
You still haven't put them out.
But Dan's endlessly entertaining in this way, right? It still confuses me how a guy that can eat styrofoam peanuts without thinking about it could get his PhD. And so if it weren't for Enrique showing up tonight, I would still question the validity of his past few years. But apparently he hasn't made his degree up. But that's the amazing thing about Dan, right? He is just a totally unassuming person. He doesn't take himself seriously. He's always ready to give. He's always ready to put others before himself. I feel like phrases that can be said about many people, but it just couldn't be true about Dan. Underneath that fun exterior is a tremendous amount of love and care and compassion, a willingness to go out of his way to care for people. And I'm sure everyone around here has been touched by Dan's generosity in some way or another. So I've got one other anecdote, another favorite story of ours in Michigan. So the church we belonged to when we were at Michigan, we had this a tradition of blessing our class girls. And so Dan's like a really, he takes a lot of initiative. And so it's like, I don't know, it was like Valentine's Day. We were supposed to make these care packages for these girls. And so Dan goes, "Okay, I'll go to Meijer and I'll pick up some items, trinkets for these care packages." And so he goes, and I think the rest of the class guys decide to assemble at 6, 7 p.m. at night, ready for Dan to come back with the trinkets so we can put together these care packages. It's like 7 o'clock, he doesn't show up. It's like 8 o'clock, he doesn't show up. 9 o'clock, he doesn't show up. I don't know, it's like 9:30 or something, and the door just busts open. He's got like 5 bags in each of his hands, and he throws them up in the corner. He's like, "I just walked back from Meijer." I'm like, okay, Meijer's 10 miles away. We just had a snowstorm and it's 20 degrees outside. Mind you, this is like 2010. We had cell phones. I don't know what he was doing.
My battery died.
And you got to picture this, right? It's not just like he walked in and it was cold. Right? Dan only has one outfit he wears unless he's hanging out with Linda, right? So it's like February, it's Valentine's Day, he's got his Michigan basketball shorts on, he's got a jersey, he's got flip-flops, he's walked 10 miles from Meijer in 20-degree winter weather. But I mean, I'm joking, but I think, Dan's literally the type of person that would walk through the cold and through the dead of winter to serve people. And that's such an honor. Dan's repeatedly been, it's not a superlative, my best friend. I swear when God was like pairing up best friends in heaven, he was like, he took one look at me and was like, "Oh man, you need a clinical psychologist." Maybe Dan. And I'm so grateful. A few years ago, just to illustrate personally, a few years ago, I went through a really, really tough time in my personal life. And I remember calling up Dan as soon as stuff went down. I was like, hey, Dan, like, such and such happened. And in the middle of writing his dissertation, in the most busy time, in the most stressful time of his life, he booked the next ticket up to Boston and spent a week with me. He was literally there for me the next day. And that's the kind of friend that I could only ask for. He then, for the next, 5-6 months, spent every day on the phone with me, processing and taking care of me. Thanks, Linda, for giving me some of your precious phone time. He's been there to counsel me, to give me a shoulder to cry on, give me perspective advice, love, patience, sacrifice. I've literally taken up a double-digit percentage of his waking hours, and he's never once complained or never once made me feel like, that I didn't even deserve it. He made me feel like that I was worth that. Dan's loyalty is unquestionable, and that's what brings us all back to Linda. Every time I see her, she leans over to me and she has like a little smile on her face. She's like, "Are you sad that I'm taking Dan from you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of am." I'm kind of annoyed by it, actually. There's a little part of me that's a little nervous. Like, all my good guy friends, they're all getting married, and it's kind of like, oh man, my strongest support network, I'm losing it to someone like Linda. And at the end of the day, no, of course I'm not. I couldn't be more honored to be standing here to see you guys come together. I've seen, Dan and I have been friends for 11 years or so, and you filled him with a sense of purpose and direction that I haven't seen him have before. The way he loves you and cares for you is a model for me, and a way that I want to take care of my friends, the way that I want to take care of people that I love around me. You're someone that can be the object of Dan's immense capacity to love and serve, and that's just so great that he has someone to direct and channel that energy to, even if it's not me. You're loving in return and firm with him in every way, and I love seeing that. I love the dynamic of your guys' relationship. I see such a balance in your relationship that I desire to emulate in my own. And I love Dan, I really do. I take a bullet for him. Linda, I take a bullet for you. I love the two of you, and my loyalty to you guys would be unwavering. I'll support your relationship through the good times and the bad. I vow to get to know each of you as my own friend. Linda, not just you as an extension of Dan, but a friend that I can call my own. I couldn't be happier to know the two of you. And I'm thrilled for you guys. I'm super joyed. So, Linda, you can have him now. So I want to quickly raise a toast to celebrating Dan's loyalty in a new phase of his life and his loyalty to Linda and their marriage together. Cheers.
Here, Mom. Here, Dad. Best man speech. It's like romance on steroids. My favorite part. Sister and friend. Here she is. Entertainer of the evening. So get your tissue out.
I just want to say something very simple without crying. These two are a beautiful couple, and they've touched our hearts in more ways than we've ever imagined. But they're also beautiful individuals. Linda, we spent our whole lives together until you moved away to New York for us. But we got a little closer. And there's just so many memories of us doing so much together. And I'm so very thankful for having siblings in our family, but especially for the first few years together without shouting along. Thank God. One thing that I love most about Linda is that she lets you lead with love. And love is always first. And no matter the conversation, no matter the, what time it is, she always reminds me to love others and to accommodate and to just love with open arms. And those are all things on my list of things to do. Okay, so I'm still working on that, but because of her, those are things I'm willing to work on. Okay, but so one thing I do want to let you guys know is that she's not always bland. Okay, but one thing I do love about her is that when she does come home to visit us, she scrubs down and works on the farm with us. She puts on her shorts. They may be really short, but she puts on those nice boots and a nice tank because it gets really hot and muggy. But she gets down in the dirt with us and she works really hard. And that's what I love about her. She's willing to work with us, no matter what time of year it is. She's a really hard worker and she does it out of love. And so now I expect Daniel to do the same. Working on the farm, caring for the goats and the chickens, okay? So you guys are all witness to that, okay? Yeah. So, but Daniel did come home once and he was so helpful. So thank you for that, Daniel. But, so Daniel, on the other hand here, I do not know him at all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just kidding. But one thing I do know for sure about Daniel is that his heart beats in sync with Linda's. You can just tell. I know that for sure because I also know the heart of an older sibling. Being an older sibling, there comes a lot with that. You love everyone and you care for everyone around you. You always offer a helping hand. But one thing I really want to share with you all is, so this week when I showed up, Daniel, he was at the front desk at the concierge, and there was a friend here, I don't know who it was, but they were in desperate need. And so Daniel went out of his way to really make sure that they got here safely, and they got here to the resort. So I knew then that I would never get in his way, okay? So I know for sure that I'm never gonna do anything to hurt anyone else, because Daniel's really gonna, bump me on the head with the hammer. But I know, I was scared. I was like, dang, Daniel's for real. He's really gonna help someone here. This person's actually gonna get to the wedding. But I was really proud of you, Daniel. You really made sure that your friends got here okay, and that really shows me a lot. That shows me that you are a man that I can respect, an honorable man, a man that Linda truly loves, because you're everything that she has expressed, and everything that that she loves. So I want to thank you too for having us here, and I want to congratulate you guys. And well, let's hold up our glasses, and may God continue to bless you on this wonderful journey.